commercial. What's up?
Oh, the intro?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Hell
only
yeah.
5 seconds long.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of literally threw it together. That intro
which
is
works. I love it.
I think it's.
And,
literally think it's like a CapCut template and like 5 dropped. Like
beautiful.
things pulled. Yeah.
And we're live.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Happy Friday.
Well, and as per usual, like we've already talked for like 20 minutes on shit that should have.
Should have recorded it.
Should have been on air. But like there, yeah. So like the intro on CapCut, I love that, and we were just talking about monkeying around with the studio stuff, where we've devised a couple of methods where the content creation at scale can really accelerate. And holy shit, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
like, dude. It's like there's a lot going on this week where I'm like, can I just get to Friday? And we're here.
Yeah.
So hallelujah.
Oh, first look at our new lights.
Yeah.
Usually, nobody notices, but usually our lights back here are like white. Not the accent lights on the bottom, but the
LED
what are they called?
sticks.
Yeah, the LED sticks. And now we've got full color control over the LED sticks, which gives a little better ambiance for the fired up.
Yes.
And
So whatever your logo is or whatever your animated gimmick is that we would play in here, now we can color code it everywhere.
which was great because we just did this last week with Brian Murphy, and we made it all kind of blue, and it looked really good. They were in uniform.
Yeah,
and it's like
they had their swag on. The logos are on the screens, and then Austin dials in the colors, and it really makes it almost like a different room.
Yeah,
every
you just
time.
like personalize it a little bit, so it's not. I mean, because it is hard to make this look like complete. It's not going to be like Oprah Winfrey set, and then like the Joe Rogan podcast.
We're not going to move furniture. Yeah. Well, and the beauty of this sort of utilitarian thing, the reason that we did like the Last Supper style or whatever, was in order to have. So for anybody that's not been here, we are actually looking at the cyc wall, which is the giant curved green screen over there, and then the idea, the design is the lights can flip one direction or the other, and so you can do a bunch of different stuff. And then the sticks, the LED sticks, were a total. Most of this is all happy accident as far as not having a plan, as you may have well discovered that I rarely, if ever, have a plan. But I got the LED sticks because I was going to put them all over, and just so it would look cool, because we tore the lights out of the ceiling, and then it was like they were over here, and somehow or another we turned them on. And I was like, oh wow, that looks badass.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
But they were single, so it was a one-trick pony. It was just the white light.
Yeah.
And then Austin comes in, and then he takes some of what normally would be the LED 1x1s from the ceiling on the floor, throwing light up, and then we've got the undercarriage package on the TVs.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the little things at a time. I didn't realize the 1x1 light panels were full RGB.
Yes,
and like that's really cool. Are all of these up here RGB? Oh, we can really just paint us in.
Yes, so are the light bars.
Okay.
So are the light bars.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So the beauty of having a studio sidekick like Austin, where he just literally, new rabbit hole, and he's gone, and then boom, he pops back up, and it's like, oh, look at this, and like what you said, it's like we're not going to change the furniture, but by the same token, we can actually customize every single time versus any other studio in town where it's like you go in and there's the 2 chairs, or like, hey, sit in our one that looks like this, or sit in the one that looks like this, and by extension, well, that looks like everybody else's that does that thing.
Yeah, because you have 2 sets.
And now I say that after ordering all the stuff to do the mobile
to
set.
literally make it good. That's important. So you've got the sign for the mobile set.
Yes, the sign is on the way.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we have a new Studio USA LED backlit sign.
So thanks to Remington and everybody at RP for we're copying off their paper. Literally got the sign from the same people. Yeah, same people. It was cool because we go to that event and as you see now, where a lot of the things we show up and it's like, I don't know what this is going to be, and then the trick is, what can you do once you get there? And dude, the RP thing, like day one, we were like way in the hinterlands, and so that was actually beneficial to us because we could actually monkey with stuff. And then y'all went crazy on the Cheese Whiz whenever, like the second day you brought the TV, and then all of a sudden it turns into this thing, and now it's like, well, I want that thing,
right? Yeah, I want it too. Like we want to be able to rinse, repeat, replicate this. Cool. Oh, good. We got 2 weeks. I was saying, like, oh man, yesterday was busy. We had the Garland. Oh, you didn't go to the Garland area realtor meeting with the superintendent of Garland there, talking about all that stuff.
Yes, in 2 weeks we'll be at the.
That's what I was about to say. So we were asked And we had 190 at 5 last
Yes.
night. Shout out to Keita, Sean, all the sponsors. We are going to be sponsoring the Far North Dallas MLS in 2 weeks, right? It's like second. That's what I was going to put it up.
Second
here.
or third?
It is the 21st.
Third
Yeah,
Tuesday?
So a week from next Tuesday. It's the 21st.
Perfect. So everything should be here.
Come to Far North Dallas. It's one of the best attended area realtor
I'm
meetings.
thinking maybe we actually get up there and what if... Here, I'm thinking out loud live.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
Charmaine, are you watching? You can weigh in the comments.
What if we did the podcast set up front and literally did like a little bit of a show and then did a little bit of a Q&A? Because I also ordered 4...
Do we have a step and repeat?
We'll get the backdrop. I mean, I've got tons of backdrops, but I don't know if any of them would be apropos. But I mean, we can get something.
Okay.
Well, we could even use like the mural. The mural that's back there is fine.
Okay.
But I also got 4 of the dummy handhelds because we got between everybody we probably have a dozen. Yeah, we have a dozen.
So everybody gets a microphone.
Yeah. Well, and the idea there is like, okay, well, because Austin and I tested yesterday. One of the things is we problem solved at Colleyville and ironed out one of the things that was just tearing the ass out of me was a sound, just a low level hiss that was just everywhere on everything and it wouldn't go away. So we exercised the demon yesterday. But one of the things we were doing, and this was a byproduct of as we go like tech nerd here, taking the lavalier mics that are wireless that are ostensibly meant to be out on location shooting with a camera. Well, it's like that's one way to eliminate all the signal flow and bullshit that's in
all the wiring.
Yeah, all the wires in the room. It's like, okay, let's figure out if it's not the wires or if it is the wires. And so, but in doing that, it's like, hey, wait a minute. We can plug 4 into the ATEM simultaneously. So then I jump on Amazon and order 4.
Does it record those as individual tracks?
Yes.
Okay.
Or not the ATEM. The ATEM will do it as 2 stereo inputs.
Okay.
Or 2 mono inputs.
So mono, you can have an LR or
yeah. So it'll be recorded stereo onto the hard drive, but it'll be 4 inputs because the receiver, the DJI receiver, takes both left and right and mixes them.
Okay.
So it's technically a dual mono that's coming out.
The DJI receiver mixes the L.
Yeah, because it's got the 1 and 2, and then it's got the, because if you listen in the headphones, it's not panned like hard right and hard left. You hear everything.
Okay,
and so it automatically. So that's like, oh shit! Now we can do 4 people at once. So we could literally do Q&A and it'd be a fun experiment.
You could do 4-man panel pretty easy.
Yes, 4-man. That was the thing.
Yeah,
and I also
because that's what we do. We actually. That's a good point because we do a lot of events where there's 3 to 5, usually 4 people. Answering questions.
And a lot of times it's 4 people and an MC.
Yeah, and then an MC's on the podium standing here in the foreground, and and they're sitting down, trying to frame that. Sucks.
It is. There's always a greater than 0 chance that nobody in the room knows how to work the AV system in the building.
It's likely.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
it's likely. And then you find the guy that did, and he's like, well, it worked yesterday.
Yeah, or I don't remember who it was that put that in. They're not here anymore.
Yeah. He was a smart guy. Smart as a whip.
Yeah. So what that means is we cannot get access to where the sound comes from.
Yeah.
So we're having to play with whatever it's doing in the room. And so a bunch of different ways to improvise that is you take the little wireless microphones, and each one of them now, because we live in the miracle world of the 21st century,
thank God.
Each one of them is a little recorder as well. So it will record on itself. But then that creates a post-production nightmare because it's not labeled, oh, here's Tanner, here's Rick. Because even right now, the board is recording everything combined and separately, and so you have triple decker, double blind fail safes. But I say all that to say, if we can get this worked out to where we now have a portable system that is, because we learned on the AI thing for KW, it's like, holy crap, you got a 4-hour or even better, an all day event, and there's actually useful content and information that nobody retains because we're human. Dude, because I did the absolute carpet bomb of delivery yesterday. And a couple of the people were like, what the what? It was
delivered for the real producer stuff.
Oh no, that was a whole nother animal.
I was gonna say which one, the KW stuff. Yeah.
So the thing that we're referring there is a all day AI mastermind that had breakout session and a coaches panel. So it was all of the colors of the rainbow of nightmare scenarios, and the Wi-Fi sucked. So it was like
to the point they made everybody turn their phone Wi-Fi off to run their show.
I say all of that to say we have learned a lot because it's like we knew how to be dangerous on all of that stuff, but we learned a lot now out of how to be efficient and actually have, because the goal is always what is the best possible content that can come out of it. And just like the whole day long thing, I want to say there's like 140 reels that came out of it. Now, of course, probably like 35 of them are just, what? But there's going to be 100 that are useful, and more importantly, like the video recording of the breakout session for leadership, that's not going to get posted to social media.
Yeah.
So now everybody internally has everything. And then with the real producers, that was ridiculous too, where I think we did 40 interviews in a day and a half or less than a day and a half. And yikes.
Yeah. Creates a lot of content.
Yes.
I mean, literally just the 23-minute conversation we had for the subject matter expert thing last week produced 27 pieces of content. And I went through them and I was like, okay, there's probably 22 out of the 27 that are usable. Some are a little longer than I want them to be. Some were like cut at the wrong place, but like by and large, ready to go stuff. So 20 minutes in the studio for 27 pieces of content. For
absolutely
more than a month's worth of like knowledge content. Not to say you're not done. Like you're not done. You come in here and do this. It's not over.
It's not a lifetime.
You still have more content. But like monthly. That's the answer.
And it's like, well, October begat November, because when you come in and you do it the first time, this is again just like nobody ever knows how to run the AV unit in the building. Another thing is everybody that comes in and gets settled in and actually starts to understand how the sausage is made. It's like, oh, it's this spice and it's this and this. They always leave and go like, oh, I should have said this thing.
Yeah, next time we gotta come in and do that.
And the next thing you know, now they're storyboarding all their stuff. Now they're involved, and now they figure out like, oh wait, I really can market myself. And I really do have a message that's different. So I don't know if you saw the thing where I sent back to David Heap, where another thing, met with Colette and the well-branded blonde. Shout out. And she just dropped a bunch of ideas. And I'm like, okay. And so I went home and just kind of threw some stuff together and sent it back. And it was like one of the agents who literally does do the lion's share of his transactions in a very small footprint. But Addison is a bigger footprint than one might imagine. And so he wants to make himself Mr. Addison. And so it's like, okay, let's go down that rabbit hole, because Andrea Miller had come in earlier in the week and she wants to be
75093.
Yeah, basically that whole West Plano 75093 and the surrounding areas like Wentworth Estates and Kensington Farm and all those places in West Plano, kind of like your neighborhood now.
No, I'm 75023. I'm the poor kids. 75093 is rich kids. That's got like Kingsgate and like a lot of the like really nice.
Deerfield.
Yeah.
Well, so and we're also 75023 here.
Well, Deerfield's the buffer, that like the nice neighborhood between me.
It's the DMZ.
It's the DMZ. It's like nice, but it's not quite. It's I don't know. All of Plano's nice. I don't know what I'm saying, but
yes, apologies to Deerfield.
Apologies to Deerfield.
But as we're sitting here brainstorming. I was going to say brown nosing. That was what I was doing. But as we were brainstorming, I don't know how many folks know this, but her husband is actually an awesome Elvis impersonator.
I did not know this.
And so like this weekend, like Saturday night, I'll be going to their little thing in Leonard, Texas, the Leonard Fest, and I was like, what if, so like if we're going to make this happen, but it was like, what if Tad becomes the king of West Plano or the king of real estate, and now that becomes the gimmick. Yeah, and she's like, "Oh my god!" So that's on the docket here. So
is Andrew Miller's husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to shoot some.
Oh yes.
Interesting.
Oh, dude, yeah. We're plan on it. So because I went last year because I just love them to death, and they're like super cool, super fun, all that. And I went last year with the thing of like, okay, what are we doing here? And so I took Stuart. So Stuart and I go out, and it was like, I don't know, come out, man, have a couple beers, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, then when it comes time for the thing and the Elvis bit, I'm like, holy shit, he's good. It was like, and it was
so which Elvis does he
60,
do?
I was just gonna say 68 special, black leather, the whole gimmick, dyes his hair black, has his sideburns grown out, and so now it just so happened that all of this fortuitously just lined up, and this weekend there'll be like 300 or 400 people there
in Leonard Fest.
Yeah, they've been doing this for I think 27 years.
I've got a friend that lives in Leonard.
And so
I know two people in Leonard, and I'm going to be like, are you going to Leonard Fest? Because I'm going to sneak up there. Is this Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday night. So, and I told Cruz to come up because it was like, the idea now is to start creating content, especially while he's in the gimmick and he's like actually in the zone. Because I don't think you can make anything intentionally go viral, because it's like, I watch Corey and it's like you sat in yesterday with him, and it's like, he's very much on the event horizon of where things go viral. But it's like, I don't know if it's something that you could plan or that you can get adjacent to it, or you can kind of like ride the wave after somebody accidentally does. But like here I'm thinking like, okay, well, what can we do with something where it's just like totally out of left field? And, you know, Tad is the guy who has been behind the scenes. As far as for Andrew, like, you know, he's the one doing all the heavy lifting, you know, like the staging and the signage and all that stuff. But he's licensed and he's part of GPR.
We should slow roll that, where like when Andrew Miller's doing all of her stuff, he's just gonna be like in the background, like when we're shooting, like, hey, welcome to my thing, like Elvis is gonna like walk like Sasquatch through it,
dude, I love
like
it.
through the edge, just like very obscure.
Yes.
Or like as she's showing us, we'll have like picture frame with like Elvis in the back. We're like, where the fuck is Elvis going in the hole? And then all this, then we'll have a big reveal.
And the thing I love about that is that it is so outrageous, but it's also 100% organic.
Yeah.
And so, like, of course, not everybody.
We're like forcing it. It's
not everybody's going to have an Elvis impersonator in the family or whatever, but there is likely something, while maybe not that far out, there's definitely something that is going to set you apart.
There's like a shtick to lean into.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
And, you know, and there's the folks out there now that, you know, so one of the things, to bring it back to what we've learned over the last several weeks, as far as just boatloads of content from an event, is December 1st, the Disrupt Her.
Disrupt Her.
Yeah, the Disrupt Her event at Metrotex on the 1st is Ashley, Michelle, and Teresa Flood. And Courtney and Lacey are like the headliners.
Okay.
So
wait, Courtney and Lacey are headlining
the Disrupt Her. So Ashley and Michelle, the winning women of Wednesday, and Teresa Flood, they're all doing an event.
Okay, all in the same stage, same time.
Oh yeah.
Like a panel.
Same bat channel. No, not a panel.
Oh, okay.
Everybody gets their segment.
Oh,
so it's from. I put it on the calendar. So they just announced it yesterday or the day before.
Oh,
I mean,
that's great.
I knew it was in the works, but they hadn't nailed everything down, and so now it's nailed down.
Okay,
and so
it's like bam, 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 breakout. And it's not like everybody talks at the same time. You got to pick your session.
It's
linear.
Like linear. So it's one after the other, with Lacey and Courtney being the headliners.
Okay,
and
cool.
So we are going to bring the full might of the Studio USA Army to bear on that.
That's awesome.
It will be the podcast set up out on the concourse at Metrotex. So we'll do testimonials, interviews, or whatever. Because one of the things is, I love Metrotex, and a lot of where I am now would not have happened ever had I not been swept up into the, you know, just the typhoon of the affiliate world. But they are woefully outmanned and outgunned when it comes to promoting themselves. It's like the ones that go as agents, like the Lacey and Courtney's of the world, they would kick ass no matter what they were doing. You know, if they were making donuts downstairs, it would be like the most kick-ass donut thing, and everybody would know about it, and the line would go around the building because they're wired for that. And so, but those are like little self-contained universes that don't necessarily, they overlap now, but it's not like a blanket that you throw onto a thing and it's like, oh, all of a sudden everybody's going to do it.
Yeah, it's not a recipe either, because if you look at Lacey and
they're one of one.
Each very different stylistic approaches to how they do their content,
which is why it works when they're together as well. Yeah, because it's literally,
it helps that they're both like very funny and like witty.
On their own. Yeah, it's none of it's manufactured. None of it is an act, and none of it is designed to get likes. Which of course is why it gets likes and why it works. So we're going to bring the entire apparatus to Metrotex on December 1st. So we'll record everything. We'll have boatloads of content on the back end, because one of the other things is like now creating deliverables out of the event content where it's like, hey,
so you're not just like throwing up on them being like, look what I made.
Right.
It's like, here's a bunch of things that we.
Right. With the idea being, you know, because like, oh my God, I couldn't tell you how many events I've participated in, hosted, gone to, you know, what walked out of, whatever, where there's literally, it would be like the equivalent of money left on the table, where it's like, okay, you just had like tons of good deliverable content in the room if you were there. Like with Shoney, where, holy shit, if you were in the room and saw the live thing, you'd have been like, okay, the future just, you know, stepped in the room. But the odds of anybody in that room digesting even 7% of what was there, So now we've got a method to actually like, hey, here's your follow-up. Thanks for coming. Here's all the action items, and here's everything that was mentioned, and here it is in the context that he said it. And little memory jog or whatever, but it's all in PDF, slide deck, and video. So now anybody that would go to an event that would have that as the follow-up instead of a, hey, thanks for coming, or in most of the crickets, nothing. And if you had a follow-up where every attendee got like this care package of, here's all the stuff that you wanted to know but forgot, or don't even remember happened, you know? And so that's the goal there. And I cannot wait the fact that it's like all my favorite ladies right there, you know, just and it's definitely a byproduct of this insanity over here. Okay.
Count me in. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's on your calendar.
Those are my favorite people.
And to be able to bring that for them is the real upside, pun intended, Teresa, the real upside of what we do.
So it's Metrotex?
Yes.
Has it been announced at Metrotex? Like, can people like sign up? Can you get tickets? Can you get, okay.
Yeah. And I think
more to come on that.
Yeah. And I think the room, I think it holds 150.
Okay.
And so, I mean, Teresa could probably get that.
I was going to say, like, that's okay. Yeah. So tickets will be hard to get.
Yeah, it's gonna go away.
150 is not enough seats for like that, for that reach, the reach of those women.
I agree.
Okay.
But hey, it's better to have, you know, if you had the room filled at 150, and it looks
standing room only.
Yeah, and it looks like the Monkey House. I love it.
Well, I need to make some extra money. I'll sell like, I don't know, sodas or something, like popcorn on
there you go.
Yeah.
I'll have a gimmick table.
I'll have a gimmick.
Out on the thing, like just tchotchkes.
Good show.
Yes.
All right, what else?
And then we've got behind the scenes. We are so Austin and I have a big weekend where Saturday I'm going to Elvis, but Sunday we're going out and doing a secret recon mission to a brokerage headquarters in Arlington. They have a boatload of studio gear. You ever walk in somewhere where like, oh wow, somebody whoever did the shopping list on this knew what they were doing. And then my immediate takeaway is like, I guarantee nobody here knows how to run all that, because it's like there's some shit I'd have to relearn. When I look at it.
I saw the rack. And like,
you're like, whoa.
Like,
okay, that's impressive and expensive.
Well, not just like relearn, but like I saw like the mic set and everything. I was like, you got to learn like that mic set, like these.
Yeah, and it was like, dude, it was a throwback to the days at Guitar Center where it was like, I sold metric tons of that stuff.
But they look like the wireless lavalier kits that were there look like they've got like they're good.
Oh, like they were
got some good reach.
So, I mean, that's like you could have probably driven
overkill for like
big time. Yeah, for the size of the room. Yes, because you could have been in Cowboy Stadium.
That's kind of where that's what I was thinking. It looks like something that you'd be wearing on like a big stage, on like a TED Talk stage.
The wireless setup, the rack mount, they're all specifically designed to not interfere with each other. So you could literally be in an airplane hangar where there's all kinds of shit. And there's a control tower going on, and there's cops running around, security or whatever, and it's not going to step on, and it's like you could dial in the frequencies and make sure. So it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So, but like the fun thing for me is just like it was fun for me yesterday out in Colleyville to have Austin there, to where we just kind of like geek out on. So like I never geek out on like one piece of gear. It's like I geek out on the system
coming together,
and the giant puzzle. So we'll be doing that, and then once we get that puzzle dialed in, and then Christine, who came out on Wednesday, holy mackerel, that was awesome. And I love one of the reasons why I never get too married to a plan or an idea is I've had too much cool shit happen just by accident. and like the whole Christine thing. Shout out to Alan for setting that up. That was totally out of left field, you know. And then I think that's probably
it.
I think that's enough. That's a lot.
That is a lot. Cool. Well, then we'll be sitting back here Monday morning.
Yes, sir.
Recapping for the weekend and telling you what we got going on for the rest of the week.
Yes, sir.
All right,
brother.
Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
Bam.